Well, that was a good day. That's the patch piece in for the seat brace, that's the patch piece in for the floor brace. All of the slightly over drilled spot welds that I drilled out have been filled, flatted off, everything's been blocked out. Now that's actually a coat of galvanising paint, it's not actually just weld through primer, and that will get a top coat shortly underneath there, and of course inside all of the box sections. New patch piece in here as well, and then it'll be time to, once the coatings have got a chance to dry, it'll be time to mark up the floor, take away the paint, finish trimming to size, and then get the floor in. Happy days. This is one step closer. The floor has actually been set in with some self-tapping screws to allow me to draw out the template, nothing welded yet. I've cleaned off what was left of the middle sill so that the floor edge is bumped up, and so far all of the critical areas all lining up quite happily, including on the inside, all marked up. So let's get the panel back off and do some final cuts and get ready to tack it in. That's the floor roughly cut in. That's took me probably about 2 hours, clamping, screwing, marking, cutting, grinding back off, just to get everything where it needs to be. So there's enough there that I can actually weld it without pushing the panels apart, and I can still get the butt clamps in. The one last thing I need to do is I need to map out the points to drill here for the plug welds for the box section. To do that, I have actually kept the old section, and what I'll do is I'll find the 2 axle suspension mounts, open up those apertures, overlay this, and then mark up the centres of the holes and draw the lines, and then drill some new ones. Well, that's the original panel used to map out where the holes have went. Now, I've only partly drilled these holes for 2 reasons. I've made the pattern for the plug welds, but it also marks very finely anyway where I've got to remove some paint and coating to make sure that it's going to land actually in the middle of where it needs to. Because as you can see in some of the spots, accuracy was not on the top of the spot welding list when the cards were put together. So the time to give all this a blow and a clean out, bit of a vacuum, and let's get these drilled out and get the floor screwed back into place for the final time, and off we go with attachment. This is ready, just about to put in some of the plug welds to get it in place. As you can see, I've used these really handy little self-drilling screws. Not only do they actually keep everything located before the metal's stressed by welding, but they also make a really nice pilot hole for the plug weld when we go to do it. Always drilled from the direction that plug weld will go. Look, this will all be seamed in, and we're also clamped along where the sill was, so let's go tack some bits in. Well, that's us tacked in. As you say, slowly. tiny bit of belly there. Just in there, won't make a lot of difference. Time to get the back end done. That's the floor. Mostly in, rather dirty, but still, it's in. Bit of cleaning up, and dress those up a little bit more. Don't worry about the loads of mess, that's the water from the kiln to keep fires down if there was going to be any. So I think that's a wrap for tonight.